Namaste, Hamisha Kushro Vidya. I am JV and Dr. Minakshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Shalakya Tutor, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. In this session, we will discuss the treatment of Karn Rog. Earlier in the previous session, we have discussed the treatment of Vataj Karnshul, Pittaj Karnshul, and Kafaj Karnshul. Now we will discuss the treatment of deafness or Badhirya. The oil duly cooked with water, milk, and well pasted with cow's urine as skulk should be used as an eardrop in cases of deafness. Oil should be first cooked with goat's milk or the decoction of Wimby fruit with sugar and yasti madhu and Wimby fruit as skulk. When cooked down, it should be churned with the hand and the snake. The oily portion should be separated. The oily part, after being stirred in the decoction of will, should again be cooked with milk weighing 10 times and with a gulp of sugar, yashti madhu, and sandalwood. It should then be thickened and used as an eardrop in cases of deafness. Measures and remedies which will be mentioned in connection with Pratishai or have been already described in the chapter of Vat Vyadhi. Chikitsa may be as well employed with benefit in the present instances. Next is the treatment of Putikarn, Karnsrav and Krimikarn. The general mode of treatment to be employed in cases of Karnsrav, Putikarn and Krimikarn is the same as above. Now, here we describe the general mode of treatment to be employed in them. Rinse, fumigating, filling up the cavity of ear as with an eardrop. Cleansing and washing should be employed according to the exigencies of each case. The affected ear should be washed with the decoction of the drugs of the Rajvrikshadi or the Sursadi group and filled with the powders of those drugs. In case of Karnsrav, the cavity of the affected organ should be filled in with the powders of the Panchkashai drugs mixed with honey and the express juice of kapit. The use of the powders of the surge bark mixed with honey and express juice of the karpasi fruit is recommended in cases of Karnasrav. A compound consisting of pulverized laksha and surge rus should be used in filling up the cavity of the affected organ in the said disease. The oil duly cooked with the tender sprouts of seval, mahavriksha, jambu, and of amr, as well as with the karkatshringi honey, madhuki, is highly efficacious in these cases. Powders of the barks of tinduk, abhya, rodra, samang, and of amlak mixed with honey and the express juice of kapit should be similarly used. The express juice of amr, kapit, madhu flower, dhav, and of sal or an oil duly cooked with these is likewise recommended as eardrops in these cases. The oil cooked with priyangu, yashti madhu, ambalika, dhatki, shritparni, manjishta, lodr, and laksha as kalk, and with the express juice of the sprouts of kapit as a liquid, if used as an eardrop, arrests the secretion in case of Karnsrav. Then there is the treatment of Putikan. Rasanjan rubbed and dissolved in the breast milk and mixed with honey proves highly efficacious even in chronic and long-standing cases of Putikan attended with fetid discharge. The use as eardrops of the compound composed of oil, the express juice of nirgundi and honey mixed arrest together arrest an attack of Putikan. Then there is the treatment of creamy curd. Vermifuges should be employed for the treatment of a case of creamy curd. Fumigation of the affected parts with the fumes of dried vartaku or the pouring of mustard oil into the cavity of the affected organ is also beneficial in such cases. Vidang and hrital, yellow or piment, mixed with cow's urine and used as an eardrop, as well as fumigating the affected organ with the fumes of burnt goglu, tends to destroy the fetor in the ear due to local parasites. Administration of emetics, smoke inhalation, and gurgles are also beneficial in such cases. Then next topic is the treatment of Karnshwed, Vitrithi, etc. The use of mustard oil as an eardrop is efficacious in cases of Karnshwed. An abscess with Vitrithi in the ear should be treated as an ordinary abscess. The affected ear should be sufficiently fomented after being filled in with oil so as to soften the filthy deposit in the cavity of the ear, after which the filthy matter should be extracted with a probe or a director shalaka. Next, there is the treatment of Karn Kandu and Karn Pratina. Fumigation of the parts with the help of a tube, that is Nadi Swed. Exhibitions of emetics, smoke inhalations, head purging, as well as all kinds of cough subduing measures should be resorted to in cases of Kankandu. Application of sneh and of swathe and then of head purgatives should be made in cases of Karn Pratinha. And the treatment thereafter should conform to the nature of the specific deranged dosha of the body involved in the case. Next is the treatment of Karnapak. Remedies and remedial measures described in connection with Pitta Jusab should be used with equal profit in the case of Karnapak, inflammatory suppression of the ear. Any filth or vermin, etc., lodged in the cavity of the ear should be removed with the help of a probe or by cutting it with a horn. Cures for the remaining cases of affections in the ear have been described before in the Chikitsa Sthan, chapters 18 and 23. This ends the 21st chapter of the Uttar Tantra in the Shusha Samhita, which deals with the treatment of the diseases peculiar to the ear. So, here to complete our session. The session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you so much.